Thank you so much for this invitation. I thank the platform and the curators of this exhibition, and special to have selected our project Green P, that to represent the section mixed place together, that really represent one of the main tasks of the project, and as well one of our main task and of our approach to architecture. And our approach, it's a multidisciplinary approach that based on managing complexity and creating flexible and adaptive spaces with the with the sorry, I have to manage all this display. Sorry. And we point on the consciousness that from hybridizations of function really can come places that allow and foster people to be together. So it's we present here some projects, and the main project is Green P, and we share this project with Negozio Blu Architetti Associati, as well Italy, and other projects that well represent this complexity in architecture. And especially to understand that complexity is to have to shape in a form the many demands from client, from functions, and as well to express values, taking in account history and nature as well, but especially the context. So we work a lot on recovery of all buildings, and especially industrial buildings. And Green P was it's a multi-purpose center housing fashion, furniture, mobility products that are made in Italy and selected because of their environmental friendly production. So it's a shopping mall that it's mixed with other different functions, with entertainments like restaurants, a spa with 2 swimming pools, and with a congress center. And it is really conceived to represent this concept of sustainability and as a symbolic architecture. So we try to reach an high sustainable building, but interpret it as a manifesto of new technologies and built with new technologies and natural materials. Really to convey through architecture this idea of respect and environmental respect and harmony with nature. So really green is one of the main part of our architecture, to introduce it in an area that was former in an industrial area, well known as Lingotto, because it's the neighbor of the building. And so the task was to bring some nature into this building. And one of the main points is that building is it develops on 10,000 square meters, and it's conceived to mix really all these functions inside. This story of Green Pea is born out from a previous experience that is Italy. The project well known, and we built the first international center in Torino. So it's really connected, the same client and the same site in Torino, and it's a project that really was able to spread worldwide and revolutioning the Italian food purchase sector and condition the consumer choices, and through a new model that mix buy, educate, entertain, but most important in a quality and surprising and qualitative and surprising architecture. This is a project called WOPA, Centro Culturale, was developed for the city of Parma, and it's born by a competition in 2016, and it's now on and near to be completed in the next months. And it will host a lot of functions, but most is called a cultural center, but it's really more than a cultural center. It will host many functions and open to the neighborhood peripheric area of Parma. And he will host an urban center, creative magazines, and cover market, and a lot of function. And all the project is really to have a flexible spaces that can be changed the whole time for the use, mixing use in the building. And for sure, the project starts from an old industrial building, and with a lot of values for the community in that area. Okay. And so even the concept of sustainability is not just a technological innovation and energy saving, but is for sure to put in account the values for historical memories, but as well the material and intellectual service and culture opportunity for the city. The last here is a really fantastic space of the building, and that we recover and conserve completely, the exception of the central part in which we put the entrance and this symbolic tower to signalate the new project for the city. Other project we are going on and this, recently is it's a new center headquarter for a company called Podium Advanced Technology. It's really an innovative company that it's involved in electric battery manufacturing and in motorsport. And in this project, really, our purpose is to respond to the demand of representativity for the company, but as well of the comfort and pleasantness and pleasantry for people who work it in. And this is a value that the company put on the first point of our research. So to realize that we work closely with the client with a 3 months participatory approach. You'll see the photos on your right, to reach the main objective to have in this project. So it's a create space to make people feel good and enhancing a way to working under the banner of open innovation and sharing without barriers. So the main task of the project is really to foster circularity of knowledge that we think is really so important nowadays. Okay, I'll stop here. Okay, thank you very much.